Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure. Nice to be here.
Talking about
Actually,
vaping
this is
in the
my
vaping
house.
industry.
It's a pleasure for you guys to be here. I hope that it's a pleasure for you to be here. I was trying to quit smoking for 50th time, and it had gotten bad. It had gotten necessary. I mean, I was born with asthma, so I had that strike against me. And it was becoming more and more necessary. And I will tell you this, that when I bought my first home at 33 years old, I specifically said, it needs to be on one level. I can't go up and down stairs. That's at 33. I'm telling realtors, I can't go up and down stairs. Like this story, I'm 57. This house, 4 floors. I go up and down them all day like an antelope, for God's sakes. And so I found smoking. I'm going down the street. There's 100 things, ailments that are broken. I'm all broken inside. And I see this kid, and he looks like he just burst into flames. He's kind of like this, and all of a sudden, it looks like an effect. It's so much. I said, how is that possible that that's emanating from that small person over there? And so I kind of asked around, and somebody said, no, that guy was vaping. It's real popular now. This was in Philadelphia, by the way. And that's when I looked into it, and I saw right away the how it could be help you quit getting off nicotine, and that is, I'm sure you guys know this, but the cartridges and things like that, and that you can put in start at like 24 grams. Am I saying that right?
Yep,
24 grams of nicotine. That's a bunch. And I started with that, and I was vaping constantly, and it goes down to, I believe, 4 milligrams, which is essentially fresh air, if you ask me.
Yep.
And then I moved on to fruit flavors, like this one right here, this thing I'm vaping right now. That's pure fruit flavor right there. I think it's pears, and it's yummy. No nicotine whatsoever. No nicotine whatsoever.
That's great.
So that's how I discovered it. I saw somebody doing it and thought, I don't care if it's a gimmick. I don't care what it is. I'm going to try that. And I have to tell you, aside from maybe a small handful of other things in my life, changed my life for the better. I mean, really, that thing, telling a guy when you're in your early 30s you can't go upstairs, that was horrifying. And literally, I jog every day. And if I could take this with me on the jog without being scorned by my neighbors, I would. Oh, I haven't smoked in a little over 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, haven't touched a cigarette. And like I said, though, it was mandatory. It was time, but it had been time 50 other times. I started smoking at 12 years old on the set of the Partridge Family, and I jumped right from, isn't this funny, to a pack a day of Marlboros, 12 years old, pack a day. And then 52, I quit, and I was up to 3 packs of Marlboro 100s every day, 3 packs.
Wow.
And not to mention the health, the economics of that.
Oh, yeah.
They're like $8 a pack. Who's got that kind of
tons of
dough?
money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so it took about a year to quit smoking by vaping. But that's the thing I tell anybody who asks, because people call my radio show all the time and ask whatever they want. And a lot of times they say, hey man, how did you quit smoking? And I'll say, well, you can try this, this, and this, and this, but I highly recommend vaping. And a lot of them go out and do it. I get emails all the time saying, thanks man, that was a great thing you turned me on to. You know, I was on the Partridge Family and that was groovy, and I've had some success in radio and other television shows and things. I've had some, really, when you look at me, you'll say, well, good life, you lucked out totally. And I did, and I stand by it. But I've had some difficult days, and I can't think of anything offhand that's as tough as getting off cigarettes. Anybody who smokes 3 packs of Marlboros every single day is just a little bit sick, always. When R.E.M. sang that song, Shiny Happy People, talking about me, that's what happened. I got all shiny and happy. Who saw that coming? Well, I will tell you what I have seen is I go to some movie premieres. I've been, since my daughter was a little girl, and I had a television show for Disney. I was on the Disney guest list, and when they have a big premiere, they are kind enough to invite me. And it was shameful. During one kids movie, during Aladdin or whatever one it was, I'm outside smoking. I get out there, and there's all these other big stars out there smoking. I don't know where they're doing their vaping, but I know that I know like 3 of these guys are vaping, and I don't know where they're doing it, but I notice a lot less actors standing around huddled next to Grauman's Chinese Theater. And I think it's all because of these. And you can tell there's a future generation of people that might not have to do what I and others have done with cigarettes and nicotine when they're shaking like this because they haven't a cigarette on one plane ride. I went to Australia one time, and I intentionally stopped that flight in Hawaii and someplace else because I didn't think I could go that long without a cigarette, without flipping out. And I think if you take vaping away from people, you know, first of all, it seems there's science that shows. I read up on stuff. I don't go into stuff blindly. There's decent literature and science to say, whoa, completely. There's a possibility of doing this without any ramification, negative ramifications health-wise. There just are, and to the health of those around you. There's lots of science that says that. But you start with the nicotine, and that's up for grabs, whether or not if you vape it, it's bad for you or not. It's better, and I believe that, should I say it's 95% better.
Yep.
And but also, you're stopping that from the people who are going to go 24, 18, 14, 6, smoke-free, nicotine-free. That's what I did. Why would you take that off the market? It seems crazy. Right, it seems hard for a right-thinking American to think cigarette sales going down for any reason is a bad thing.
Right.
That's got you normal people would think that's got to be a good thing. I don't know an upside for cigarettes. I don't. I will tell you that the big winner when I discussed doing this and talking to my wife and things was I wanted to get across that from real live experience and bad, ugly, coughing experience, that there's a viable alternative to smoking cigarettes. That's what I wanted to get across. And let me just say this real quick. No, I didn't play the guitar. Sorry, it's been really bothering me since you got here.